Burying a loved one is a difficult and emotional task under any circumstance, but for sailors at sea, the process can be particularly challenging. When a sailor dies in the middle of the ocean, their body must be properly prepared and buried according to specific customs and traditions. One of the primary challenges of burying a sailor at sea is the lack of resources and facilities available on a ship. Without access to a funeral home or cemetery, sailors must rely on their own resources and ingenuity to prepare and bury the deceased. The first step in the process is to prepare the body for burial. This typically involves wrapping the body in a burial shroud or weighted sailcloth to ensure that it sinks to the bottom of the ocean. The body is then placed on a plank or board and brought to the ship's deck for a brief ceremony. During the ceremony, the crew typically gathers on the deck to pay their respects and honor the deceased. The captain or a designated officer will often say a few words, and the ship's flag may be flown at half-mast as a sign of mourning. Once the ceremony is complete, the body is brought to the side of the ship and gently lowered into the water. As the body sinks to the ocean floor, a final prayer or blessing may be offered to honor the deceased. In addition to the emotional challenges of burying a sailor at sea, there are also practical considerations to take into account. One of the most important is the need to ensure that the body does not contaminate the ocean or pose a risk to other sailors or marine life. For this reason, sailors are required to follow strict guidelines and regulations when burying a deceased crew member at sea. Despite the challenges involved, burying a sailor at sea is a deeply meaningful and important tradition for sailors around the world. By following proper procedures and honoring the deceased with a respectful ceremony, sailors can pay tribute to their fallen comrade and ensure that their memory lives on even in the middle of the vast and unpredictable ocean.